we talked about a lot of these coolest, newest, and inexpensive tackle storage solutions from Japan, mostly for bass fishing. I have a link in the description if you missed that part. Today, we're going to continue to talk about those tackle storage solutions from Japan, but mostly for this guy, Trout. The first half will be mainly focusing on these hard cases, and the second half will be talking about a lot of these different options of softer pouches. Now, although I'm calling this as an episode dedicated for trout fishing, I found a lot of these storage solutions are equally applicable to the small terminal tackles frequently used in bass fishing or any other types of fishing. Now with that, let's dive in. So this first one is probably one of the most innovative boxes I have seen in a long time. So it is made by a company named Ringstar, and this is designed by Hajime Murata. This is called like Dream Master series for aerial trout. So Hajime Murata, or Jim, is a very, very famous angler in Japan. He's sponsored by Shimano. He's also very deeply involved in a lot of designings of Shimano rods and reels. So this box is designed specifically for those spoons. But from the outside, it doesn't look too much. Let's take a look at what's inside. This is not a typical box. This is almost like a book page or something, you know. What's really unique is they have Velcros installed on the entire inside of the lid on both sides. And then here's your hooking bars. That's also Velcro. So now you probably already guessed it. That means you can adjust where you want to lay out these hooking bars, whatever you want. If you have different sizes of spoons and things like that, that's very easily customizable. And then this transparent page in the middle is actually a protective page, and also lets you to actually see through what's really in there. Because when you actually close it, because of the really thin depths of it, those metal spoons, you don't want them to knock with each other, right? So it not only prevents the spoons on the two lids actually knocking to each other, but also, sort of like keep a little bit of pressure on top of each side so that they don't really move too much sideways. So that way you can decrease those paint chips and things like that over time. Thanks to its really thin profile, it actually fits in all these carrier bags really nicely. For instance, I have a Sims waist bag here. It actually fits in the front right here, and you don't get any bulge or whatsoever, right? Because this is so thin, actually you can put that into this little pouch. It fits perfectly. Oh, those spoons actually work very nicely for the trout in North America as well. So I use that a lot. You can just imagine like how many of these bags you can actually carry to fit in a pretty small bag you carry, because for those area trout fishing or even native stream trout fishing, right? So mobility is a big thing. You really want to reduce the footprint of those tackle boxes, but at the same time, you don't want to sacrifice or lose any of the functionalities or space. The sheer number of the spoons this guy carries is just outrageous, right? So this is really a very innovative trout spoon case made by the Ringstar. Next is this Versus. This is also made by Mayho. Well, this one is not like a dedicated trout lure box. You can use it for anything, but I just like it how steady this thing builds. This is again a double-sided box, and unlike those dual boxes we just talked about, it actually gives you dividers inside it. So, for those small ones, small lures, so you can always adjust, based on different size and things like that, right? So that gives you the customizability. This one is actually waterproof, super well built quality, with glass-like transparent top. And attention to detail on this one is very nice, because if you look at the top, there are actually two stripes on each side that's protruding out from the top. These are to prevent, if you have a couple boxes laying side by side like this way in your bag or in the boat, those stripes will prevent the smooth, transparent face rub against the other boxes. So that way it can actually keep the top stay transparent for a very long time. I've had this one for at least a year. And then I've been throwing it, basically every single bag. There's pretty much none scratch. Versus box made by Mayho. The next one is the RE506 box coming from the Lux again. The Lux is the lure brand under Gamakatsu. So this one is designed for their Japanese style shore rock fishing. Okay, so those are for like teeny tiny softer plastic heads, a type of deal. But I'm using it to carry those dry flies. So I do a little bit of tenkara starting from this year. And then this box, all the compartments is pre-divided. You cannot change the size of it. But on the bottom of it, they're all equipped with magnets. So all the fly hooks, they stay put, nothing drops out. So this is a really good, for you to carry when you are doing the wadings and things like that, right? Fly fishing, you don't lose those small objects and things like that. Other than flies, it's also very nice to be an assortment compartment for all these spare hooks. If you use those bobless hooks for the arrow trout spoons and things, right? So you can just organize them and then they will never fall out. So this is a very, very small footprint, super thin box that you can put anywhere. And similar to that, I just want to give a shout out to Shimano, because these are actually the type of a really thin little compartment terminal boxes and small profile. Has been out for, I don't know, 20, 25 years, something like that at least. So this is the Shimano set of like twin terminal tackle boxes that I have been using for, I don't know, 20 years, 18 years or something. Yeah, 18 years, something like that. They are actually individual compartment openings. They have 3 individual little lids, right? And they are all actually waterproof. This one is waterproof. This one is also waterproof. Yes, this one is also waterproof, by the way. So give you more choices, and then also more security. You don't need to open the whole thing when you are getting just the one type of hooks, for instance. And those magnets work very nicely, so nothing drops out. On this side, I have all these different weight of split shot. I think Shimano still makes these, so if you are able to find them, definitely highly recommended for you guys who are doing a lot of trout fishing or panfish, any type of finesse fishing, or even just to use it to keep your little gadgets around the house. That'll be really nice. So next we're going to talk about some of these semi-soft pouches. So those are made by Daiwa, and this is the Presso one. The Presso is actually Daiwa's trout theme. This one is super, super small actually. It's a nice little wallet type of stuff. It's like 4 inches long and 3 inches wide. And, I'm stuffing it. So now it's like about 1.5 inches tall. There's a snap here. So this is for you to just, just hang it on your belt or somewhere, so that, super handy. Just carry those little spoons. Those are also divided by a transparent page in the middle, and that actually protects the spoons from chipping each other. And then on the sides, there are EVA foam, high quality material, a little handy stuff, And then this one is just a slightly bigger version and a different version, right? So this guy, actually, I forgot to mention, this is actually waterproof. So this material on the top all looks like, fabric. This is more like, carbon graphite woven fabric. But this zip is actually waterproof zip. So this is the attention to detail that, all these Japanese tackle have, because this one is actually for outdoor use, which means you can actually dip it in water, or maybe have rain all over it, things like that. So this is just a bigger version made by Daiwa, also for arrow trout spoons. This is just a little bigger, but also this is not waterproof because you can see, on the bottom, this is all net. This is for like really increase the airflow, and you can just put the used ones into this little pouch, and the water will dry a little bit quicker, right? So this one is equipped with double zipper, very convenient. And you open it up, it's the same type of material on this side, it's the EVA foam. You can stick your hook directly onto it, and then there is a divider, transparent divider here for protection, and then there's a middle layer too. And then this side is you can stick more, and then there's the other side is also equivalent. Now, one thing that's very handy is you can see this white part. This is actually a name tag. You can write directly on it what's really in it. So this one is actually for you to put in the bag. You can just check the name tag, see, oh, these are my 1/8 ounce spoons, and then you can take it out, right? So this is a very, very handy. Again, attention to detail. Next, we have a small softer pouch from Shimano. This is their model PC-021i. It's a small to medium sized, double-sided, transparent softer pouch for organizing those small terminal tacos. It's equipped with 2 zips. These zips are not waterproof, by the way, and both sides are transparent. You can see directly through what's really in there. I am currently using it for putting some hooks, jig heads, and things in that. I found it really convenient for shore fishing because I can actually squeeze a lot of stuffs in there, a variety of different jig heads and hair jigs, and simple worm hooks and everything, and even small bags of soft plastics. Put everything in there, and then this is still small enough to fit in even your pockets and things like that. And if you don't want to carry any bags and just to do like 1 hour walk around the little lake type of after work fishing trip, this is great for that purpose. Plus, it is really, really light. It comes with different colors as well. There's some kind of like a carbon fiber pattern in the middle, so it looks great too. And next, we have a terminal tackle wallet made by Ryugi, Japan. This is a small one that actually comes with all these little pages inside it. It's almost like a worm binder, but this is just a way smaller. And each of these little pages are actually equipped with a little Ziploc type of stuff, and you can open it. And it's a perfect size for the typical package size of all the different hooks and things. What I'm using it now is actually for hook storage. So once you have a lot of different hook sizes, it's almost impossible to actually just look at the hook and then knowing like what size of that it really is. So what I'm doing now is I'm taking the original package out and then basically just put the hooks in it, but at the same time I'm also keeping the number or the whatever the information card that came with the original package in this hook binder, so that now I can just very simple take a look at it and immediately know what size of hook that is. Well, apparently you can also use it for like swivels or snaps and things like that. So this one is more for like single hooks, especially for trout fishing, or if we're just gonna keep oil, for instance, the drop shot hooks or the knuckle hooks, everything in here. So for single hooks or the worm hooks, right? So the only thing that I don't like is when you open it, that smell of plastic is really bad. So what I did is basically after I take it out, I just throw it on my balcony for, I don't know, a couple of days. And then that smell is gone. So watch out for that. So these are the trout tackle storage solutions from Japan, but I don't think these are just limited for trout storage. I think, especially for this one, I really like the Velcro design on this tackle box. And, I think a lot of those bass tackle storage boxes, and especially for the smaller ones, for instance, right, you can definitely take some inspiration from this design. And all right, here you have it. some of the newest and coolest tackle storage solutions from Japan. Now again, I'm not associated with any of the manufacturers or tackle dealerships mentioned in this video. I'm simply trying to share some of the more functional tackle storage solutions with you. And if you like more of those types of contents, please do not forget to hit that subscribe button and leave me a comment below. With that, tight lines, until next time.
That's weird. To the water. My goodness gracious. Big bro. Big bro. Oh my, that's a big one. Oh, oh.